I'm Daryl Sampson.
And I'm Daryl Cowper.
Welcome to Access Channel 5, sponsored by Greco Pizza. And tonight here at Acadia Arena, it's Game 3 of the Atlantic University quarterfinals between the St. Mary's Huskies and the Acadia Axemen. And Daryl, I think the goaltending will be the difference in tonight's game.
Absolutely, Daryl. Goaltending proved to be the story in Acadia's 3-2 double overtime win on Wednesday night. Both goaltenders were kept extremely busy as the final shot tally was 48-43 for Acadia. The Huskies' Mike Weatherby played superbly in the first three periods, while Acadia's Trevor Amrud was most busy in overtime, being outshot 15-7 until Mike Leary pulled out the win for Acadia. Now, although Game 2 was an entirely different story as St. Mary's won the game 6-3, certainly the offensive capabilities of both teams should come into play tonight.
And as you mentioned, Mike Weatherby starting in goal for St. Mary's, and Don Nuttall gets his first start of this series. He did see some action in the last game as he played the last half of the game. But unfortunately, when he came in, it was too late for the Axemen as they end up losing the game 6-3. So we started off here in the Acadia Axemen, dump it down the ice into St. Mary's zone. There's a battle along the boards for it. Now Rao has it. She throws it around in behind. St. Louis has it now. Looking to move it. Tries to throw it in front there, and that was just wide of the net. Just underway here at Acadia Arena. Long pass up the middle. That's just tipped in. Sauken has it now for the Axemen. Up for Hogue. Hogue just dumps it in as Klassen's in chasing. Gwynn fires it around the boards. It's kept in. Here's a shot by Fury. Doesn't make it through, though. Hogue was trying to race after that. He was being hooked there. Now Mercer, he throws it in. Sheehan picks it up for the Huskies. Puts it around the boards as the Huskies break out of their zone now. Here comes McKay coming down the side. Stops, holds up. Puts it in behind for Steinbach. He let it go around. They battle on behind the boards for it. So it comes out and Peyton picks it up for the Axemen. Dumped in down low, and Fury has it now. Fury for Acadia. Long pass up, and O'Leary tips it down. But St. Mary's touches it there, and it's going to be the icing. Interesting note here, Dale, just before the game there, it was just before the teams left the ice, Hallett of St. Mary's shot the puck at the Acadia goal. Of course, Sim was a little upset about it, and Hallett wouldn't leave the ice, and Sim wouldn't leave the ice, and Leary and Klassen were out there as well. But it didn't end until finally St. Mary's coach Steinberg came out and finally took Hallett off the ice. But Sim and Hallett were having some words, Daryl. I don't think these two teams like each other that much.
No, this game should prove to be quite the physical matchup. As you were saying before the game, a couple of choice words between a couple of the players. The on-ice officials had to come out and actually break it up at one point, tell the players to get off the ice so the Zamboni could do its work.
Weatherby firing around the boards now. So just throwing in there, and Sleds really dumped his man there. It was Fournier there that got the worst of that. As they're starting to play the body now a little more. There's a good hit by Broda. Now Fuster has it. Fuster, pass up for Broda. Rao picks it up now. Rao down the side, decides to shoot. That was wide of the net. Peyton has it now as he throws it in behind, and we're getting a penalty here. I believe it's going to go against the Axemen. It's a cross-checking call.
Seems as though Todd Rao's heading off to the penalty box for 2 minutes. Cross-checking is a call. Now here's a good opportunity to discuss St. Mary's keys to success for this game. What they need is a lot of traffic in front of Nunweiler. Don't let him see any of the point shots. Screen him as much as possible because he hasn't been very strong on screen or deflected shots. They also got to watch the shots from the point by the defensemen of Acadia, like Fuster, Peyton, Fury, and Sleds, who can all shoot the puck pretty well. And don't let Acadia get going, especially taking the body to them. And don't let Acadia get up on the board first. And here's a good opportunity as the puck goes out of play there. force Mew to capitalize on this power play. Definitely be a big boost of confidence if Mew could get up on the board first.
And Darryl, what would you say Acadia's chances are in their keys to success for this game?
They definitely have to protect the goalie. I mean, Nunweiler is getting his first start of the series. And as you mentioned earlier, that they lost 6-3 on Friday, where he did actually play half the game. And much to him coming in, it wasn't really up to him. His team wasn't playing as well as they should have been. And Amanaru didn't have a very strong game. But they have to keep Smew's big scores off the board, like Midgley and Steinbach, and avoid the long passes.
St. Mary's tried to work in there. Klassen almost stole that one. As Acadia so far, they're doing a pretty good job at trying to avoid St. Mary's getting anything going. Here comes McKay. Going around a couple of men. McKay still has it. Trying to fight off a check there. Puts it in behind for Hill. As it's shipped around the boards, Galacci keeps it in. Now Steinbach with it. Gives it off for Hill. Hill still has it. It's being hooked there. Steinbach gets it back. Circling around the net. Hill tried to and poked it back to him. Comes back to the point. There's a shot by Galacci. That was deflected wide. Now it's in behind the net now. And Klassen looks like he's going to get a chance here to get it out as he puts it up for Hogue. Hogue circling back with it, trying to eat up some time. Puts it back for Peyton. Peyton tried to fire it down the ice, but Gwynn cut it off. Now Gwynn. Puts it across there as it's swept in behind. And Peyton manages to get it out. 35 seconds left in Rouse penalty. 15:50 left to go in the first period. No score here at Acadia Arena. Kennedy along the side now. He has it in behind. Kennedy trying to circle around in front. Puts it back to Sheehan. Sheehan shot. Good save by Nunweiler. Rebound. Right in front. Good. Couple good chances there by St. Mary's, but they couldn't capitalize on that one.
Towards the end of the St. Mary's power play there, Acadia, or St. Mary's, beg your pardon, had a couple really good chances to score. So we saw Kennedy at the side of the net trying to poke the puck in, but Nunweiler stood the test.
Rouse steps on the ice now to make it 5 aside. The St. Mary's are trying to control it in behind the net there. Dawson looking to pick it free. Now him and Sleds go at it there. As Mercer picks it up now. St. Louis pokes it through, and now Acadia has a 2-on-1. Rao and St. Louis. Here's Rao. Puts it over St. Louis, and that pass was a little high and hopped over his stick. Tough pass for him to handle. Now it's down low. It's just put around the boards, and Mercer picks it up. Mercer trying to work his way through. But it comes around the other side, and Sheehan has it now. In behind for McIsaac, the St. Mary's captain, puts it up for Midgley. He just kind of deflects it there. There's a good hit along the boards by Fournier. He bumped with Sleds. And St. Mary's here got called for the too many men. Fader jumped on a little early there, Darryl.
I forget which St. Mary's player it actually was that was heading off to the bench, but as you said, Darryl, Fader got a little too antsy and he headed onto the ice. And did, in fact, touch the puck as it came around. And it seems as though John Schwartz is heading off to the bench. 2 minutes for too many men on the ice. So this is Acadia's first power play opportunity of the game. Good chance for them to get up on the board early. And a good chance to boost their confidence.
And I think, too, Darryl, that almost kind of shows how anxious these players are to get on this ice for this game. Not to say that that was a good play by St. Mary's, but...
Can't say it was. Now, a big thing to look for here by Acadia is how they utilize their point men. As they've got Peyton, and I believe that's Bennett out there on defense.
Yeah, Bennett rolled it in behind, and Acadia works along the outside. Here's Bennett. There's the shot. That's right in front. There's a good chance. Klassen had a good chance there, and Weatherby managed to squeeze that one down. Good chance early on in this power play for Acadia, though, Daryl.
Yeah, just as we were talking about the point men for Acadia, Bennett took that point shot, and Klassen with an excellent opportunity to poke the puck in past Weatherby. Failed to do so, and I don't know how Weatherby actually saw that puck, but he managed to gather it up before Klassen poked it in.
1:26 left to go, and the St. Mary's penalty. 13:42 remaining here in the first period, and no score so far. Shots are even at 3 apiece. And St. Louis here will get ejected out of the faceoff, and Hogue will take over for him. Back to the point for Fuster. Fuster has it now, but it was stolen there by LeBlanc. He just fires it down. Fuster setting up for Acadia. Pass up the middle. As now St. Louis has it. St. Louis working in down the side. Trying to get the pass across. And Hogue almost had a good chance there, but it was a little in deep behind the net, and he was on his backhand. Hard for him to convert. St. Mary's just flicks it out now as Fuster wheels back into his own zone. Now Hogue with it. Now it's up for St. Louis. St. Louis takes it in over the line. St. Louis still coming in. St. Louis, good chance, good save by Weatherby. And St. Louis gets it back again. St. Louis tried to get it through there, but was blocked. Here's a shot by Fury. Good save by Weatherby. Hogue has it. Now as he has it on the side, coming up to the top of the circle, gives it down low for St. Louis. He tried to pass there for Fury's. Fury's trying to sneak in. No, Kaiser cuts it off, and you get us up to Midgley now. St. Mary's has a 2-on-1. There's a shot, good save by Nunweiler. As the Axemen tried to come back the other way, and Fury was hauled down there, but fans wanted a penalty. But referee Bob Bess didn't agree with them. There's a pass intended up for Rao. Rao puts it out in front, and Sim almost had a chance. St. Mary's comes back the other way. Kennedy, there's a shot right on. Nunweiler dived out after the puck and covered.
I think we're witnessing firsthand some really good Atlantic University playoff hockey. As we see Nunweiler there. Took no chance on that long shot by St. Mary's, and he covered up the puck.
There's so far some odd man rushes this game on both ends.
Yeah, a couple careless passes by both teams. As we saw earlier, we saw St. Louis just literally walk right in alone on net. He had an excellent scoring chance, but Weatherby turned him away. And then again for St. Mary's, they broke up a long pass and actually went in on a 2-on-1. But Nunweiler stood strong for Acadia.
Back to the point. Here's a shot by Gwynn. Good save by Nunweiler. She kicked that one away. McKay working at the top of the circle. A shot. That was deflected. Just wide of the net. Peyton brings it back the other way. Peyton holding on. Decides to throw it in behind the net. Galacci's battling for it now with Hunter. As now Gallant has it, but looks like there's going to be a penalty here. I believe it's going against the Axemen.
Not quite sure on that call, Daryl. It's a pity we don't have instant replay, but I thought Galacci took a little bit of a dive. As Hunter for Acadia heads off to the box for 2 minutes. He was doing a little bit of stick work on Galacci, but I don't know if he got the stick up as high as Galacci might have wanted to make it seem like it did. But nonetheless, Acadia is going to be shorthanded with St. Mary's going on their second power play of the game.
Back into St. Mary's zone, and Sheehan has it now. The setup for St. Mary's. St. Mary's just dumps in behind. Nunweiler stops there and leaves it there. As there's a battle down in the corner for it. Fuster tried to sweep it around, and it managed to come to Peyton. Now Peyton just taking his time as he rolls it in. Kill a few seconds. Hoag's in behind, and Weatherby didn't see him there, and there's a pass out front, but I don't think Klassen was expecting that. The Weatherby didn't see Hoag until the last minute. So Acadia almost had a chance there.
Russell Hoag doing an excellent job forechecking for Acadia, as he almost helped his team get a shorthanded goal there.
Hill. From McIsaac back to Hill. So he has it here. He winds up, fakes the shot, gives it a pass down low. There's a chance for St. Mary's. Good save by Nunweiler. The Steinbach had a chance there. Acadia just flicks it down the ice. 45 seconds left to go in the St. Mary's power play. Steinbach now takes it in over the line. Steinbach puts it there for McKay. Good poke check there by Moxham as Acadia doing a good job so far killing this penalty. Here comes McKay, taking it over the line. Moxham cut him there. He almost got it out, but Gwynn did a good job keeping it in. Now Hill has it. Hill centers it out front. It's still hanging around loose. There's a chance to... And it popped up there, and Nunweiler had to be sharp there as he grabbed the fluttering puck. And once again, Darryl, like we were saying, that they got to protect Nunweiler. They're not taking any chances there.
Yeah, a lot of intensity by both teams. The St. Mary's going for that loose puck that seemed to be just bobbling up in midair. Nunweiler again managed to catch the puck and took away any chances that St. Mary's had on this power play. Acadia's done a fairly good job so far stopping SMU from having many shots on this power play as the power play before that. The shots thus far are 7 for St. Mary's and 5 for Acadia.
9:37 to go here in the first period, and Hunter will step on in another 9 seconds. Now Fuster fires it around the boards. That comes out. Down the other end. That'll do it for St. Mary's power play. As they go 0 for 2. Now Midgley. He just rolls it down the ice. Fuster back to touch that, and St. Mary's is called on the icing. So far, though, Darryl, a fast pace to this hockey game.
Yeah, both teams really working hard, trying to get in front of that net, try to get some kind of scoring opportunity. You've seen 2 power play chances by St. Mary's to Acadia's 1 thus far. And I think that's where all the real opportunities have come for either team to score. But nonetheless, Weatherby for St. Mary's and Nunweiler for Acadia have been standing on their head during the power plays. And the score is even at 0.
But also I have to say, Darryl, there's a bit of sloppiness going on. There's been a few giveaways so far.
Yeah, I think that's just got to do with some of the butterflies some of the players might be experiencing as they try to hit the head man with the long pass. And I think both teams are quite on the ball as far as reading those passes are concerned.
Miller threw it in around, and now Murray tried to get a chance for it, but Leskew has it now. Leskew rolls it up the boards, is Saukin. He's being bumped there. Lance just tried to fire it in, but now St. Mary's comes back the other way. There's a pass up the middle. That's cut off. Hunter tried to sneak in there. Hunter almost had it again, but Leskew has it now. He just rolls it up the center of the ice, and Acadia fires it back in again. 8:38 remaining here in the first period. This quarterfinal matchup, no score. There was a bump there as Peyton hit Hallett. Of course, the winner of this game will go on to play St. FX. Here's Mercer, trying to work his way in. Mercer with it down low, trying to fight his McIsaac off him, as he does. Still with it. Now Hogue has it in behind the net. Hogue, there's a little good move there as he gets away from his player. So now Klassen has it. St. Mary's Acadia doing a good job so far keeping control, but there's going to be a penalty here as Fournier had fallen on the puck. And it looks like it's going to be a roughing after the whistle call, Daryl.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure who it actually is going against, but Bob Best signaled the penalty.
Could be Sheehan that heads to the box.
It was good to see that Jeff Mercer was digging hard in behind the boards, where this might actually be his last game as an Acadia Axeman, seeing how he's graduated this year, or is in the process of graduating this year, sorry. Hopefully, Acadia could win, extend his season just a couple games longer, hopefully get himself one more championship before he leaves.
This is Acadia's second power play here. As it comes back to the point for Fuster. And now Fury has it. Trying to pass across there for Fuster as he was being pressured by LeBlanc, but it came out over the line. Now St. Louis trying to get things going here for the Axemen. Up for Hogue. Hogue chips it in. Hogue, St. Louis back out for Fuster as they pass it around. Back at the point, Fuster throws it in on the net. That didn't make it through though, and St. Mary's manages to clear it out. Now Rao with it. Todd Rao throws a backhander in behind. St. Louis didn't see the pass. And now Hogue has it. St. Mary's just manages to doing a good job here, Daryl, of keeping anything going for the Axemen.
Yeah, no real opportunities for Acadia thus far in this power play. Hopefully they'll like to turn some stuff up there as they got Moxham and Mercer out there now.
50 seconds left in Acadia's power play as Bennett takes it around the net. Here comes Bennett. Up for Mercer. Mercer couldn't really handle that pass as it shot back down the ice. Now Peyton with it. Peyton fires it in around the boards. Moxham's around the other side. Moxham has it now. Down low, puts it back for the point for Bennett. Bennett throws the backhander in. Didn't make it through. Here's a shot. Good save by Weatherby. So that comes outside the zone, and 5 seconds here as Sheehan's looking to step back on. That'll do it for Acadia's power play. So we've got 5:44 left here in the first period, no score. Here at Acadia Arena. Now Sockin with it. Puts it up. Sim tried to poke it through. Couldn't. Acadia there got called on the offside as O'Leary was a few steps over the line.
As you can see, the score is still 0-0. Shots of the game are 7 for St. Mary's and 6 for Acadia. Now both teams have had 2 power plays thus far, Daryl, and not many scoring chances on that last one by Acadia. I think that's one they'd like to have back. A lot of sloppy playing during that power play, but nonetheless, it's 5-on-5.
Yeah, they only managed 1 shot on Weatherby during that power play. The St. Mary's did a good job to kill it off. Here's a chance now. St. Louis right in front. A good chance there, and Weatherby smothers that one up. We got some rough stuff after the whistle.
Yeah, I don't think Leskew for St. Mary's took much liking to Josh St. Louis alone in front of Weatherby, taking a couple extra whacks at him, trying to get that puck into the back of the net. And Leskew with the butt end up and St. Louis's face. St. Louis took exception to that cheap shot. A little bit of the rough stuff. Fortunately for both teams, no penalties were assessed. As you see, Josh St. Louis there, who just happened to score the 2 goals for Acadia in the regulation play of the first game of this series.
And certainly they'll be looking for leaders like him and Fuster to get this team sparked. There's a chance for Steinbeck right in front. Kennedy was looking dangerous there as it comes back the other way. Now Broda with it. Broda, he was bumped by Gwynn, but he managed to get the puck back. But Steinbeck has it now. Steinbeck, St. Mary's got a 3-on-2. Steinbeck works it down in the corner. So he's being double teamed there. Now Saucon. Saucon just decides to flip it in as Acadia gets some new troops. And McKay, he just throws it in around the net. Nunweiler leaves it there for Fuster. And here comes Moxter. Here comes the speedy Moxter taking it over the line. Mocks him. Now Leary, he gets bumped and almost fell on top of it there. They still battle for it. There's a real battle along the boards there between Murray and O'Leary. Here's O'Leary taking it out in front, but he couldn't get that through. St. Mary's tried to clear it there, and Peyton kept it in. But they'll get a chance here. This is a long pass up the middle. Fuster deflected that pass. 3:30 to go, left here in the first period, no score. Of course, as we said before, the winner will face St. FX in the Kelly Division Final. Here comes Mercer. In on a 1-on-2. He's being rubbed out there. Weatherby took a swipe at it, but Hogue has it now. Puts it back to the point. There's a shot. Good save by Weatherby. She stuck the pad out there. Now Klassen has it. There's a shot. Good save by Weatherby. Get the blocker on that one. Winds up. And that didn't make it through as Kennedy stood in front of that one. Good pressure here by Acadia. Hogue with the shot. Another save by Weatherby. Here's a chance out in front. Rao couldn't handle that pass. Acadia really looking to get a goal here before the end of the period. So they're working hard along the boards. Hogue has it now. Coming around and behind the net. Back out to the point. Saucon keeps it in. Here's the shot. Up high. But now we're going to get a penalty as Hill touched the puck. And Minsley and Mercer are having some words after the whistle.
I'm not quite sure if a penalty is being assessed, Daryl. I think it might have been a glove pass by St. Mary's, which will result in a face-off deep in their zone. But it's interesting to see. I was anxious to yell and cheer for Acadia there as the last 2 minutes sequence of events as Hogue and Mercer were seamlessly, single-handedly dismantling the St. Mary's hockey team with shot after shot on Weatherby. I don't know how. I would have thought at least half of them would have ended up going in past that goaltender, but just like the first and second game, he seems to be standing on his head.
And as we talked about before about giveaways, Weatherby just kind of flicked one out there, and he did manage to recover with a good pad save, but certainly taking a big chance to clear it up the ice. Fuster back at the point. Throws it around the boards. St. Louis is trying to pick it out now. And McKay has it for Smew. As it hops it over the line, and here comes Hill. Fuster racing back to prevent the 2-on-1, but Peyton did a good job of cutting it off anyways. Here comes Miller. As he throws it in. Now Miller gets it back again. Good check by there as Gwynn upended him. Now Miller for Acadia. Puts it down for St. Louis. He's being checked there. Gwynn has him tied up pretty good. Now back to Peyton. He tries to roll it in. It's in behind the net there. St. Louis has it now. St. Louis tried to get a pass out there for Maximus. He was streaking in. Comes around to the other side now, and Sim has it. Just a minute to go here in the first period. No score. Some good action so far, though, in this hockey game. O'Leary for Acadia. Comes back out of the point. Peyton, there's a shot. That's just wide of the net. Around to the other side. And finally, Weatherby gloves that one down as Daryl Acadia had some good pressure there for a little while.
Two of Acadia's main lines have been doing all the work out there as we see Moxham heading off. I don't know what to say, Daryl. I'm sitting here and I just want to cheer the whole time, but just watching in awe as they're passing the puck around. I mean, Acadia's been doing an excellent job within the last 5 minutes of this first period, moving the puck around. I think they've had about 6 or 7 consecutive shots on net, but a lot of careless play by St. Mary's as they try to clear the puck out through the center of their end. And I mean, Acadia's right there at the point trying to pick it off and getting that point shot right on net.
Comes out over the line. Saucon has it back in his own zone. Puts it up to neutral zone. Sleds took a swipe at it there, but couldn't manage to get it down. So it's kept in the zone. 20 seconds left to go here in the first period. Acadia's going to have one more rush as Hogue weaves his way in and over the line. But Mercer was there, just ahead of the place. They get called for the offside.
Mercer with a little bit too much energy and momentum as he headed across the line. Hogue trying to get one more play for his team before heading off to the dressing room. Awaiting the second period. So we get a good shot of the bench there as we see Chris Payton. Definitely both teams got to be nervous coming into this game, seeing how it's such a big game. It's a do-or-die situation for both teams.
And we certainly got a packed house here today at Acadia Arena. There's not much room to breathe.
Yeah, we're pretty crowded up here in the press box, too.
Around and behind the net. 5 seconds to go here in the first period. St. Mary's dumps it out. That'll do it here for the first period at Acadia Arena.
And I think the big story for the first period is, in fact, the goaltending of both teams, as both teams did have 2 power play opportunities. And as we saw Weatherby heading off to the dressing room early there for St. Mary's, and Unweiler for Acadia, they've both been standing on their head.
We'll bring it back for the second period. There's no score here at Acadia Arena. And we're back here at Acadia Arena for the second period. No score so far in this game, but Daryl, I'd say in that first period there was a few sloppy chances there.
Yeah, both teams were taking a lot of chances, passing that puck up, taking advantage of the no red line rule in this league. And again, both teams been able to pick off each other's long passes and come on the odd man rush on each other's goaltenders, but nonetheless, Nunweiler for Acadia and Weatherby for St. Mary's have been standing up to any shots they've had thus far. The shots are in favor of Acadia, 11-7.
And there was a couple times there as for when Weatherby gave the puck away, a couple times He managed to bail himself out, though.
Yeah, there was one huge opportunity that Chris Payton had as he read the play of Weatherby as he tried to shoot it up right down the middle of his own end, and Chris Payton managed to gather up the puck and take a shot on net. And I'm still not quite sure how Weatherby managed to slide across and kick out that pad, but he just did so.
And you kind of get the feeling, Darryl, with the way this game's going, it seems like one goal is probably going to be the difference in the final score.
Well, I'm sure. Oh, sorry, Darryl. I'm sure whoever gets the first goal in this game is definitely going to help boost the team's confidence. So, I think both teams are definitely shooting for their big guns. St. Louis for Acadia, as well as Steinbach and Midgley for St. Mary's. Hopefully get those guys going, get their team on the board first.
As we get set to go here, the start of the second period here at Acadia Arena. Midgley and St. Louis started off. As Fuster has it now. Fuster dumps it in around and behind. That's that carried up over the boards.
A couple interesting notes from the first period. As we mentioned, the shots were 11-7 for Acadia. Both teams did have 2 power play chances apiece. And they were successfully killed off, obviously, from the score. But the big question has been the goaltending.
Kajzak just rolls it in, round and behind. Socken picks it up for the Axemen. So he puts it up the boards. There's a shot in, just wide of the net. As it squirts out the other side, McIsaac has it now. He just dumps it in. And behind, Nunweiler leaves it there. Socken has it. Tried to pass up there, and Kennedy just hit the back of his stick as he kept it in. There's a battle along the boards for it. Bob Best decides to stop play there. Once again, the winner of this game will be playing St. FX. And then the other game that's going on today is between Moncton Blue Eagles and the UNB Varsity Reds. And the score there is 3-1 for UNB. And in the other quarterfinal matchup, St. Thomas swept UPEI last Friday. Fury throws it around the boards. Comes out for Galacci. He just puts it in behind the net. Almost a chance there for Hill as he picked it away from Fury. Now Fury puts it up for Hogue, and Hogue just gets it out of the zone as St. Mary's had a little bit of pressure there. And behind the net now, Fury has it. Throws it up the boards. And Gwynn stops it. Puts it back the other way. Just underway here in the second period, 18:30. Here's a chance for Hogue. Shot just wide of the net. Now they battle along the boards for it. McKay has it now as he's being mugged there by Mercer. McKay hauled down. Referee Bob Best lets the play go. So they come back the other way, Klassen. He just fires it in, long shot. Mercer has it now. Redirects a shot towards the net. Here's Fuster. There's a shot, good save by Weatherby. Chance in front here for Acadia. They couldn't get a shot in there. Now Fournier recovers for St. Mary's. So he just dumps it down, no icing. St. Mary's make a change. Now Fuster with it. Puts it up as Acadia bring it out of the zone. Dumped in down deep, and Moxman's chase around behind, but St. Mary's touch it, and Acadia gets called for the icing.
With only 2:26 gone in this second period, not much going on. Only one shot from both teams.
Oh, get a pretty good chance there, though, coming in on the side, but just blasted it wide over the glove side of Weatherby.
I think it'll be probably a couple more minutes until both teams get back into the groove they came accustomed to in the first period.
And as you just saw there, they have some banners up there, and "In Todd We Trust." Of course, they're talking about Todd Rao. Isaac has it now for St. Mary's. As it's put down, and Sleds and Kennedy race after it, and they bump. It's picked up in behind the net, centered out front. Schwartz has it. As he puts it down for Kennedy, he's bumped. Schwartz gets it back. St. Mary's keeping it around to the outside, trying to control it here. It was centered out front, but St. Louis picks it up for the Axemen. Josh St. Louis coming down the side, leaves it there for Sim. Sim cutting across the middle. Here's a good chance. Sim right in. Oh, and he hit the goalpost there. Great chance for Sim. He rang that one off the goalpost.
An excellent opportunity for Mike Sim as Josh St. Louis dropped the puck for him.
And here comes St. Louis again. He fired that one shot. Another one there. And I'm not sure if that hit the goalpost or Weatherby got the stick on it, but nonetheless, it stayed out. And Darryl, a good shift there by Acadia.
I believe I heard the second ting by Josh St. Louis, just as I was talking about him dropping the puck. And his line mate making that shot on net and hitting the post, but again, St. Louis turning the puck around and coming in alone on Weatherby. And taking that nifty little wrist shot of his, just rang it off the left post, but
St. Louis and Sim both had great chances. Unfortunately for St. Mary's, the score is still 0-0.
some
16:29 to go here in the first period. No score at Acadia Arena. Acadia out shooting the Huskies 13-8. So that face off there was shot out the zone. Here comes Hill down the side. Hill, there's a shot. Good save by Nunweiler as he gloved that one down. Hallett there went crashing into Nunweiler, along with an Axeman player. As Hallett's upset. Lost his helmet in the process.
Yeah, I think as Hallett fell underneath Nunweiler on top of Hallett. Nunweiler did a little extra pushing on top of him. Probably crushed his head a little bit underneath all that heavy padding, but Hallett a little upset from that as he heads off to the bench, and you see him there.
Well, out of that incident, Mercer draws a penalty. The St. Mary's will go on the third power play.
Acadia penalty number 23, Jeff Mercer, 2 minutes for interference obstruction. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes and 39.
What a good chance there for St. Mary's as we see some good end-to-end action here, Darryl.
Obstruction at 3:39.
Back to the point here for Sheehan. As Kennedy has it now. Now Midsley. For Kennedy as he's circling around. Out front for Midsley. Backhand in front of the net. And Nunweiler pounces on that one to prevent any chances there for Kennedy as he was looking for a rebound.
Yeah, Travis Kennedy, who came off a brilliant first game of this series as he scored both goals for St. Mary's. He's one guy you don't want to leave alone with the puck, as he can do a lot with it. As you saw him there trying to dig in that rebound, but Acadia's Chris Payton was standing him up, and Donovan Nunweiler did the right thing covering up the puck.
Back to the point for Sheehan. Sheehan throws it in on net, and Nunweiler stopped that as it deflects that overplay. We'll get another face-off there to the right of Nunweiler. So far, though, both goaltenders doing a good job, though, keeping the puck out. Making some good saves to keep their teams in the game.
I think a big thing Acadia's got to really try to work on here, Darryl, is winning this face-off, clearing that puck up hard and up and hard out of the boards, off the boards, out of their end.
Dawson, he just fired it wide there. As Acadia manages to get it out of the zone. 1:30 left in Mercer's penalty. 15:45 remaining here in the second period, no score. Here's Midgley. Puts it up for Sheehan there. Now Dawson, he runs it into his man. And now here comes Hogue back the other way. Hogue streaking down the side. There's a shot. He scores!
Russell Hogue for Acadia scores a shorthanded goal just as it looked like St. Mary's was having a pretty good power play. Russell Hogue broke out and he found one of the St. Mary's defensemen absolutely sleeping on that. And he jumped out and he took a shot, and I don't know if Weatherby got as much of the puck as he would have liked to have. It just trickled in behind him. So a big goal for Acadia. Russell Hogue puts his team up on the board. That early bleed will surely build their confidence.
That was a short-handed goal by Hogue. As St. Mary's comes back the other way, that shot was just wide. I think the thing here for St. Mary's, though, Darryl, is they can't back down. They got to plug away if they would like to tie this game back up.
Absolutely. They still have 50 seconds left in this power play, so an excellent chance to get even the score at 1. St. Mary's is known as a team to be able to do such a thing. So I want to count them out just as yet.
Matt Hill has to be in behind the net now. He tried to center it. The St. Mary's still managed to control it there as it's coming around the other side, and looks like there's going to be a penalty here against St. Mary's, Darryl. I believe it's a high sticking call. As Hill takes a seat there.
Things just not going right for St. Mary's as of yet in this second period. Just upon Acadia scoring their first goal of the game from Russell Hogue, a short-handed goal, Acadia has picked up a penalty. Hill will sit down for 2 minutes. And we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for approximately 27 seconds, and then Acadia will go on its third power play of the game and hopefully extend on its lead.
Gwynn has it now. He fires it up the ice. Nunweiler sweeps it around the net. No, give away there. St. Mary's had a chance, but Nunweiler managed to recover. Here comes Payton. They got a 3-on-2. O'Leary cuts across the middle. Here's O'Leary coming right in. Shot just wide. Moxon was looking for a rebound there. But now do they have it to the outside as Mercer steps on. Acadia is going to have a power play for another minute 30. Fuster sets up for the Axeman. Fuster being pressured there. As LeBlanc was after him now. St. Louis taking it over the line. St. Louis working around the outside. Here comes St. Louis coming in front. Passed it out for Hogue, but he was knocked off the puck. Now Hogue has it. Hogue puts it back for Fury. Almost lost it there. Actually, he did. Midgley got a hold of it as he throws it down the ice. 1-0 here at Acadia Arena on a shorthanded goal by Russell Hogue. As St. Louis taking the puck now, bringing it up over the line. St. Louis trying to weave his way in. Sheehan did a good job there, keeping him from getting through. Back to the point for Fuster. Fuster shot in. That didn't make it through. The St. Mary's just get rid of it now as they make a change there. 30 seconds left in Acadia's power play. Now Hogue with it. Hogue to the outside. Waiting. Tries to pass it out there. St. Louis was looking for it. As now Steinbach picks it up and they work back the other way. Steinbach, he just rolls it in. That'll do it for the St. Mary's power play as the Axemen come back the other way here. It's all even up. Hunter and Sheehan are battling along the boards for it. Hunter kicks it up for Mercer. Mercer cutting across the top of the circle. Tried a shot there. Mercer gets it back. Here's a chance right in front. That pass was behind Klassen. Now Klassen picks it up again. Klassen backhands it in behind. Mercer has it now. Mercer pass out for front. And there was a chance there as Weatherby got clipped in the face, or the mask rather, by Klassen, but referee Bob Best thought he had it gloved down. Decided to call the play.
I think that was a strong note for Acadia to end on, as they had a sequence of bad events coming after that shorthanded goal by Russell Hogue. As we see Bob Best, I think he's assessing a couple penalties here. Seems like Jeff Mercer's heading off, as is James Sheehan. But as I was saying, Acadia ended with a strong note, killing off that minute 30 power play opportunity that Acadia had. So Mercer and Sheehan sitting off with coincidentals. Still 5-on-5.
12:18 to go here in the second period. 1-0 the score. Shots are 15-12 in favor of Acadia.
Looks like head coach Kevin Dickey's mixing up the lines a little bit as he sends out St. Louis with Miller and Broda.
Draw one by Acadia, but it comes back down in their own zone as Sauken has it. Sauken for Acadia, puts it around in behind, and Payton picks it up now. Payton starting back the other way. Puts it up for Miller as he just kicked it across for Broda. Broda puts it in. Miller gives his man a bump. Midsley just fires it in for St. Mary's. Is Acadia trying to work it out of the zone here? They do. Michelachi has it now for St. Mary's as he throws it back in. Payton has it as he gets checked there by McKay. We get a stoppage here as Bob Best blows it down as there's players push each other back and forth down there in the corner.
As the puck got deflected up over the boards, I believe it was Travis Kennedy and Josh St. Louis had a little jousting match. Travis managed to knock off Josh's helmet. Both teams still a little chippy. I imagine Smuzla trying to boost themselves in any way possible since that shorthanded goal by Russell Hogue. So anything to get their team going. As we see St. Louis heading off to the bench.
Draw one there by Fuser as it comes around. Now Moxham, he just fires it in. So Acadia throws it in now. Acadia with this 1-goal lead here in the second period. On a goal by Russell Hogue. Trying to add to their lead. Okay, long shot in. Goes wide of the net there as it comes out this side. O'Leary just chips it out of the zone. Fader fires it back in. So now LeBlanc has it. Now LeBlanc tried to center it there. Fournier was checked by Sim, comes back to the point, but skips out over the line as Fader couldn't control that. Now Fury. Pass up for O'Leary. O'Leary just flicks it in. Acadia decides to make a change there. The St. Mary's works it back the other way. Here's Fournier. There's a shot. And that gets deflected out of play. .10:18 here, remaining in the first period. Or second period, rather. But I'd have to say, Daryl, St. Mary's is getting a little frustrated at this point.
Oh, you can definitely tell St. Mary's is getting frustrated. I mean, there's been a number of sequences along the boards where St. Mary's players have been doing a little bit extra stick work and rubbing out of the Acadia players. They got to be careful, though. In most situations, they might end up getting assessed a penalty.
And it looks like Acadia is going to be getting a penalty here as Mercer was all over Hallett there. So Mercer heads down here to the box, and certainly Acadia really doesn't want to give St. Mary's too many chances here, Daryl.
Yeah, this could prove to be a huge opportunity for St. Mary's as they go on their 4th power play of the game. Everybody's favorite Hallett, of Alex Hallett, that is, of St. Mary's, managed to draw a 2nd penalty this period. I don't know if the first one was on Mercer or not, but this one just happened to be on Mercer.
Those two players have been jawing at it for a while. So it's down in the corner. Payton tying his man up. Hill has it now for St. Mary's. Hill putting it out for Steinbach. Steinbach has it now. Back to the point. He feeds it back to him. Pass across for Galacci. He tried just to throw it in on net. So he was being pressured there, but Acadia managed to get it out. 1:30 to go in Mercer's penalty. As Gwynn puts it up for Galacci, and he just throws it in. Fuser fires it around the boards. Galacci does a good job of keeping it in. Now Hill with it. Cross pass for Gwynn. Gwynn throws it in on the goal. That was wide. Is Klassen doing a good job there, working the puck free, and now Katie has a 2-on-1 with Hogue. Klassen coming down the side. Klassen pass in front for Hogue. Oh, he had a good chance there as he just tipped it wide of the net.
Huge opportunity for Russell Hogue to get his 2nd shorthanded goal of the game. As him and Klassen came in an odd man rush, 2-on-1 on St. Mary's. He couldn't manage to steer that puck past Weatherby.
Please watch for the presentation of the All-Sport Player of the Game award.
But certainly, again, Daryl, Acadia is really looking dangerous. Playing shorthanded. With that 2-on-1 there they had. Hogue was just tied up at the last minute there, and he couldn't manage to get the shot away.
Yeah, very fortunate for St. Mary's as Weatherby seemed almost at the mercy of Russell Hogue, I beg your pardon. Again for the 2nd time of the game, but luckily for him, Hogue just could not find the handle on the puck.
McIsaac puts it down the ice. Saukin takes it around the net. Saukin fires it around. That squirts between Sheehan's legs. All the way down the other end of the rink. 30 seconds remaining in St. Mary's' power play. Here comes Kennedy. Taking over the line. Kennedy trying to work his way around Sled. Centers it. There's a chance for McIsaac. That shot was just wide. So comes around the other side. St. Mary's was looking dangerous there. So McIsaac crept in from the defense for that rush. Now Fournier taking it in over the line. As it comes back, and now Moxham has a one-on-one here with Sheehan. O'Leary right in front, and oh, what a good save by Weatherby. O'Leary was absolutely robbed by Weatherby there with the glove. There's another chance right in front. Moxham at the side of the net. He tried to get it up there, and I think it hit the back of Weatherby. And now we're getting a penalty, but Daryl, it seemed like O'Leary just came out of nowhere.
Talk about on the edge of your seat hockey. Daryl Moxham came down what seemed to be a one-on-one situation. Made a nifty behind-the-back pass to a streaking Mike O'Leary, who was just absolutely robbed by Mike Weatherby and as he shot out that glove hand. And again, Daryl Moxham had an opportunity at the side of the net and just could not find the top shelf over a sprawling Mike Weatherby. But again, St. Mary's has picked up a penalty, so Acadia is going to go on their 4th power play of the game.
And certainly with a goal like Weatherby, You'd have to say, Daryl, that that goal certainly hasn't phased him at all.
Well, not at all. I mean, he's just been literally standing on his head so far this second period. As he absolutely robbed Mike O'Leary.
Now Rao with it. Puts it up for St. Louis. So Acadia hoping to get another one here to increase their lead. And that there was deflected out of play. 7:31 to go here in the second period. 1-0 the score for Acadia. As they're on the power play.
Currently the shots are 17-13 in favor of Acadia. And certainly they'd like to try to build on that as they would on the lead they have right now, which is 1-0. As they have a minute 38 left in their fourth power play of the game. I think a few key players for Acadia this game thus far is Russell Hogue and Josh St. Louis, as they're out there together right now on this power play. Looking to build on their team's current lead of 1-0.
Goes back to the point here. Here's Fuser with it. Fuser throws it in on goal. And St. Louis almost deflected that one towards the net. St. Louis back for Hogue. Hogue tried to cross pass there and he managed to get through. There's a shot right in front. And St. Louis almost stuffed it in the side there. Had a great chance. But he couldn't connect. And St. Mary's just throws it down the ice. 1:14 remaining in Acadia's power play. Here comes Fuster with it. Fuster puts it across for St. Louis. St. Louis with it now. Back to the point. He gets it back again. Here's a cross for Hogue. Shot. And good save there by Weatherby as he squeezed the pads down. And Fury took a shot there after the whistle.
I think Kirk Fury got a little bit of a checking from behind there. I don't know.
And
I don't think Bob Best is going to assess a penalty there.
Hogue went over to talk to him. Bob Best decided against it.
Certainly Acadia would have liked to have benefited from a two-man power play advantage. But there was no call on that play.
They still have 53 seconds left to go here on this power play. As it's in behind the net now, and Klassen has it. Klassen works it back to the point. Bennett, shot. Good save by Weatherby. He steers that wide. Back to the point now. Now Klassen with it. A good job by Midgley to hack that out over the line. Klassen, last man back, just throws a backhander up. Now Moxham has it. Moxham tried to put a pass across there, but that didn't work. As Midgley looks like he's kind of hurt there as he was slow to skate after that puck, but he's working hard to back check here. Here comes Mercer, taking it in for Moxham. Moxham throws it in around behind the net, and then net gets knocked off there for the stoppage of play. 9 seconds before J.B. Fournier steps back on the ice. 6:02 remaining here in the second period. 1-0 the score for the Acadia Axemen.
But certainly the big story of this second period, Daryl, has been the work of Mike Weatherby for the St. Mary's Huskies, who's just been absolutely standing on his head and robbing Acadia player after Acadia player. I just can't.
Oh, certainly, Dale. This game could easily be 4 or 5-0, but Weatherby doing a good job of keeping his team within a goal. In behind the net. Hunter has it now, back to the point. Saukin, there's the shot. Right in front, no. That was tipped. There's another shot. They score! But hold on for a second. Now Bobby Best is waving it off here. Bobby Best immediately waved off that goal. Now Fuster's over to talk with him. And I'm not sure, Daryl. I think there may have been a man in the crease, but we'll find out in a second here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure myself. I was watching Saucon as he took that point shot, and it seemed as though it hit the post behind Weatherby. As the puck was jarred loose, I thought Mike O'Leary had a clear shot on net, but as the announcer just notified all the fans here at Acadia Arena that there was actually somebody in the crease. I wasn't quite sure. I didn't actually catch who it was that was in the crease, but
Fortunately for St. Mary's, they're still only down by 1 goal. But Acadia has certainly had the momentum going for them in this second period here. There's a shot in by Fader. Schuster turns around, spins and fires, and that goes all the way down the ice. Now Murray has it for St. Mary's. He puts it up for Hallett. Hallett, he just rolls it in. Schuster picks it up now. Schuster, his pass deflected off a St. Mary's player, but St. Louis picked it up. Now St. Louis taking it over the line. Tried to shoot it in there. And Weatherby not taking any chances. Covers up that any chance for a rebound. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. 1-0 the score for the Axemen.
as we see Mike Weatherby there, kind of glad that that goal was called back. Certainly be interesting to see whether a situation like that might hamper either team, meaning if St. Mary's might take advantage of such a situation, glad from the puck not actually being in the back of the net, calling it a goal, that is. And Acadia, wishing it was, but
Miller time here at Acadia Arena.
that's during the intermissions.
They have a bunch of banners all up around the rink. Now Peyton back at the point. Peyton faked the shot, throws it in front of the net. Weatherby tried to scoop it, it comes back out. Here's a shot, and that's just wide. Now Peyton has it. Rink wide for Rao. Rao brings it in as he's tying up Sheehan there. As they mix it up a bit. Now McKay with it. Pass out for Kennedy there, but Peyton deflected that one as he gets the puck now. Klassen throws it in around the net. Weatherby just leaves it there. Hogue was forechecking there. McIsaac managed to get it out of St. Mary's. Work it back the other way. They just throw it in. They get some fresh troops off here. There's a long pass up for Hogue. Hogue trying to put it out in front there for Mercer. And then the net came off there, and that's why we get the whistle.
I think that's about the fourth or fifth time the St. Mary's Huskies net's been jarred loose. Kind of wonder if the pins are in or not.
Some crazy glue in there. Stick that down.
Good old crazy glue.
So far, though, Daryl Acadia's had a lot of the pressure this period, a lot of the momentum. It'll be interesting to see if St. Mary's can kind of rebound from all this. Acadia's leading 1-0. They've also had a disallowed goal. Here's Hogue with it. Tries to put it out in front for Klassen. Couldn't, though. Now Klassen has it. Klassen, pass out for Mercer. Mercer still with it. Gives it to Hogue. Hogue had a weak shot in on the goalie there. Now we're going to get a penalty here, Dale.
I believe it's going against St. Mary's.
Looks like Acadia's going to head on their fifth power play here as Gwynn takes a seat.
If you fans at home are noting any uncomfortable silences, that's because I'm trying to think of a funny story about crazy glue, but None seem to be coming to my head right now, so back to the hockey game.
Oh, okay.
Wins for high sticking at 16-44.
3:16 to go here in the second period of this quarterfinal matchup.
Fans really trying to
Between
get
the
behind their
Axemen and the
team here.
Huskies. LeBlanc, he just sweeps it out. So it comes back down into Acadia zone. Moxham just leaves it there for Fuster. Fuster up for Moxham. Moxham puts it in for Rao. Rink wide pass. Here's a shot by Fury. Stopped by Weatherby, and he smothers that up there as St. Louis was looking for a loose puck.
Good, really good movement by Acadia there with the puck. As we saw Fuster put it across the blue line to his line mate on the power play, Fury. That big shot of his. But of course, as the story goes in the second period, Mike Weatherby being right there for that shot covered up any extra chances that Acadia might have had on that rebound.
St. Louis and LeBlanc square off. St. Louis wins a draw. Comes out over the line though. As Fury backtracks into his zone. He moves it up as Acadia dumps it in. Now Fader picks it up for St. Mary's. He finds a gap there as he sends it all the way down the ice. 1:15 to go in Acadia's power play. 2:27 remaining here in the second period. Fuster up for St. Louis. Let Axeman get called on the offside there.
Daryl Moxham just a little anxious as he went on offside there and takes a seat on the bench, get some fresh troops out there. Right now we got the line of Hogue, Mercer, and Klassen out there who seem to be really clicking this game thus far, Daryl.
Yes, so far they've been doing a good job. Hogue has really had the wheels going this game as he scored a shorthanded goal and almost had another shorthanded goal. He had a good chance, and here comes Klassen. So they work it back to the point for Bennett. Bennett now being pressured there as he just threw it in deep. Bennett pinching, but Peyton racing back there as Minsley tried to skate away. Now Peyton starting to take it in himself. Peyton coming down the side. Peyton around the net, tried to center it. Hogue has it now. Puts it out for Klassen. So he got knocked down there. Bennett, there's a good hit. But they're going to pick up a penalty on this as Steinbach is really hurt there.
I think a lot of fans in Acadia Arena are bringing out the violins, playing the old violin for Steinbach. So they believe he's putting it on a little bit, but
Well, I don't know, Daryl. Steinbach was only about a few feet from the boards there, and I think the way he was hit, and I'm not sure if he's seen Bennett there coming or not, but he went in with the shoulder, and he started springing up in pain there. Right now he's being looked at by the trainer. But Bennett will get a 2-minute penalty as Steinbach skates it off himself. Looks like Steinbach's all right. As we'll play four-side here for another 23 seconds. Where St. Mary's will go on the power play.
now with only 1:39 left in the second period, Daryl, I think the big thing for Acadia is for this 23 seconds, just try to work around the puck, kill some time, and hopefully just keep the puck deep within St. Mary's zone and don't let them have any good scoring chances on Nunweiler.
Yeah, certainly with St. Mary's would like to tie this game up heading in the dressing room. as they will get a chance in the power play, but right now, Klassen in forechecking. As Midgley has it now, there's a bit of more room out there to skate. Puts it in for Hill. It's in behind the net. Midgley being tied up. As Gwynn steps back on. And Acadia just dumps it down the ice here. 1:08 remaining in the second period. Fuster skips that out over the line. As Hunter has it now. Fuster fires it length of the ice. St. Mary's trying to find the equalizer here as McKay winds up, shoots. That deflects out of play. 44 seconds remaining here in the second period. Still 1-0 the score for Acadia on the Russell Hole goal.
As we have a look at the team's benches. Acadia definitely pleased with their performance thus far this period, as they have a 1-0 lead. Hoping to take that into the dressing room for the third period.
Stopped along the boards now. Fuster brings it out. Now St. Louis has it. Backhand pass for Hogue. St. Louis picks it up. Couldn't get the shot away there as McKay had his stick hooked, and McKay brings it back. Now McKay. Now he's being hooked by Hogue. As they battle for it. Comes in front of the net there, and Nunweiler certainly not going to take any chances as he smothers that one up. 15 seconds left here in the second period. And if St. Mary's doesn't manage to score here, the penalty will carry over into the second period for another 20 seconds. Or sorry, third period rather.
I think this face-off is going to be real key for Acadia here as they try to win it. It's also key for St. Mary's as they've got Midgley out there for the draw. The big gunners Gwynn and Galacci back at the point.
Here's Galacci with it. Working down low. Galacci being tied up there as he's thrown to the ice. Now back to the point. Gwynn throws it in on net. But apparently that came out over the line as the icing is, the offside is called there. We just got 0.8 seconds left.
Unfortunate for Gwynn of St. Mary's there as he misread the puck. He thought it had a little more steam on it than what it had. And it just managed to come outside the blue line by an inch or two. Luckily for Acadia, the linesman picked up on that play.
Well, that'll do it for the second period here at Acadia Arena, and I'm sure Steinberg will have a word with his troops. I'm not sure he's impressed, and right now he's not too happy with Bob Best either.
Well, in a high-stress game like this, any head coach for any hockey team would be stressing over the fact that their team is down 1-0, and anything that might help their team benefit later on in the game, especially like yelling at the referee.
And certainly heading in the third period here, St. Mary's looks to me like Darryl, like they should try and get one early, tie this game up. But nonetheless, it's 1-0 here at Acadia Arena, and we'll bring it back for the third period. We're back here for the third period, and Darryl, for St. Mary's, after that break, what would you be telling your players?
Well, if I was head coach Trevor Steinberg, I'd definitely be telling my team to get more shots at net. They've only got 15 thus far, and they've got 20 seconds left of a power play that carried over from the second period, so definitely some opportunities to get some shot shots on Donovan Nunweiler of Acadia. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that this team can do right now, seeing that Acadia has probably been outplaying them for the majority of the game thus far.
And what about Acadia?
Definitely for Acadia, it's just to keep the momentum going over into this third period. The first 2 periods, I mean, head coach Kevin Dickey can't be any more. Head coach Kevin Dickey couldn't be any happier than what he is right now. His team's been playing pretty excellent. And they have a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, certainly in the first period, they played pretty even, but Acadia controlled much of the second period. As third period gets underway, here's a shot by McIsaac. That was deflected wide. Now it's in front there. It's thrown down the ice by Hunter. Rounding behind for Weatherby as McIsaac picks it up. Penalty expires there. So we play 5 aside here. McIsaac bringing it up. He dumps it in around the boards. Nunweiler stops it for Saukin. Now Broda has it. Broda, pass across for St. Louis. He takes it in over the line. St. Louis coming in. St. Louis, there's a shot. Good save by Weatherby. Rebound. And St. Mary's managed to recover there as Kennedy comes back the other way. There's a chance for Kennedy. And what a good save by Nunweiler. Rebound. And Nunweiler covers up there. Well, a couple good chances at both ends of the rink here, Daryl.
Absolutely. Just as we were talking about St. Mary's having to come out flying and get a lot of shots on Nunweiler, they came out with 2 quick ones. Nunweiler had to stand up to the test as we see Bob Best assessing a penalty to one of the St. Mary's players. I believe it is Michael Dawson. Heading off for 2 minutes. Acadia is going to go on their 6th power play of the game. But as I was saying earlier, St. Mary's is, for that first 53 seconds anyways, was doing an excellent job pressuring Acadia, but they ended up with a penalty, and again, Acadia is going to go on their 6th power play, and another opportunity to increase the lead on the game.
St. Louis did have a good chance there for Acadia, but Weatherby making the stop there, kind of where he left off in the second period. St. Mary's just dumps it in. Running behind the net, and Payton brings it out for Acadia. As Mercer has it now. Mercer takes it over the line. He gets bumped. Klassen picks it up, though. Klassen with it. Trying to control it to the outside of the Axeman. Now, pass across there as Payton took a shot, but his stick snapped in 2 pieces. And now looks like we're going to get a penalty here. And it might have been Payton there, I believe. Daryl is... I'm not sure what the call might be here.
I've seen this kind of call before in hockey where if you break your stick, you have to drop it immediately and just head off the ice. But Chris Payton...
He took the stick with him, did he?
Took half the stick with him, and I don't know, it doesn't seem like a fair call, but I think that's part of the rules. So Chris Payton will pick up a penalty. And that'll end Acadia's power play.
Well, that'll leave a lot of skating room out there for another minute and 27 seconds. As Payton's going to take a rest for a little while. 18:34 remaining here in the third period. Acadia with a 1-0 lead. St. Louis and LeBlanc squaring off. St. Louis wins the draw back to Fuster. Moxham now, he backtracks in behind his own net. Daryl Moxham for the Axeman. Bringing it up. Moxham starting to turn on the Jets a little bit. Works in and over the line. He gets poke checked there. Fuster throws it in. Here's a chance for Moxham. Right up front, and he fanned on that shot. Moxham had a great chance there. But he couldn't convert it, as now Gwynn has it for St. Mary's. Excellent chance there for the Axemen. Now it's back in to St. Mary's zone as Gwynn has it. Gwynn pass up for Galacci. Just handled that as Acadia gains control now. They just throw it in St. Mary's zone. Now Klassen trying to work for it. Quinn and Klassen mix it up a little bit. As now it's back to the point for Sleds. Sleds, here's the shot. That's wide of the net. Comes around the other side. Fury keeps it in though. Fury tried to take it in, but bouncing puck and he couldn't control it. Hogue just throws it in there and Acadia makes a change. Well, Dawson steps on the ice now as St. Mary's is going to have a short power play, 30 seconds. Dawson has it now. Dawson taking it around the side, and Steinbach picks it up. Now Steinbach with it. In behind the net for Midgley. Gives it back to Steinbach. Trying to look for another save. Here's a chance for Dawson. What a great save by Nunweiler. He stuck the pad out there. Good save there, Daryl.
Huge save by Donovan Nunweiler as Dawson was left all alone in front of the net. He had a huge opportunity to make Acadia pay for the leaving him alone, but again, Nunweiler kicked out that right pad and just denied Dawson the privilege of scoring St. Mary's first goal of this game. As we see Dawson head off to the bench.
Yeah, a good save there by Nunweiler. He's going to keep his team in the game.
Yeah, just as we were saying at the start of the period, that Acadia's really got to try to keep this momentum going, and a thing for SMU to try to utilize is the shots on net, and the shots from the point. But nonetheless, Nunweiler has really been standing up to St. Mary's thus far in this third period.
Right now he had a bit of delay there as Bob Best was over at the Acadia bench talking with Kevin Dickey. It looks like we'll get things going here now. St. Mary's pressuring to tie this game here. Just 11 seconds left in their power play. As Payton will set back on the ice. Back to the point. McIsaac with it. Puts it across for Sheehan. He tees it. Fire right on. Good save by Nunweiler there.
Good puck movement by St. Mary's as we saw McIsaac move it over to his line mate Sheehan. He had that big point shot of his.
And I think certainly what you said, Daryl, is they had to get the shots on, and that's what they've been doing so far. On Nunweiler, keeping him busy.
Nunweiler certainly looking strong so far this period, Daryl.
Payton anxious to step on the ice. So it comes back for Sheehan. He puts it around and behind. We're all even at 5 now. And St. Louis puts it up for Payton. Payton, rink wide pass for Hunter. He's trying to sneak around the side. Stripped there by Hallett. So he put the puck up back the other way. Now Steinbach. Faked the shot there. It was just kind of poked away. Sauken recovers for the Axeman. So they work it up for Broda. Broda now. Bounce pass off the boards for St. Louis. Tried to get it back out front for Broda, but couldn't handle that pass. Now it's across the other side for Fury. Fury shot on. Good save by Weatherby. And he squeezes that underneath his pads. 15:55 to go here in the third period. This quarterfinal matchup. And the Acadia Axemen are leading the game 1-0.
But I think something both teams really got to try doing more of is breaking out a little bit better. As we saw Acadia demonstrate that to a T. And again, Todd Rao with a couple nifty little moves and putting the puck over to his line mate. An excellent shot on net, but again, story of the game for SMU so far has been the goaltending of Mike Weatherby.
There's a shot wide of the net. It seems too, Daryl, that Acadia's been getting a lot of chances in front of the net. It just seems to every time to slip off their stick and whatnot. Here's a chance for Sim right in front. So it rolls wide of the net. Sim working hard in behind. But now it comes out of the zone as Fournier works it back the other way for St. Mary's. Fournier, here's a shot. And that deflects off Nunweiler and out of play.
Yeah, as you were saying, Daryl, I mean, a lot of the chances that Acadia has been getting has been right in front of the net. And they just can't seem to find a handle on the puck and put her home past Weatherby. And again, Weatherby's been getting in a little bit of luck himself, as a number of shots have rang off the post behind him. He's
Yeah, we saw that in the sequence there in the second period, one after another. Here comes Saucon for Acadia. Saucon, he dumps it in. Rouse in, chasing deep. Picks it up in behind. Rao. Broda comes over to grab the loose puck. And now St. Louis has it. St. Louis trying to work it out. Nifty move there. As it comes out in the neutral zone now. Broda picks it up. Over for St. Louis. For Rao. Rao just dumps it in. Acadia heads off for a change. St. Mary's sends a rink wide the other way. Kennedy, long shot in. Dawson trying to pick up the loose puck there as he just threw it in behind, but Fuster has it now for Acadia. Fuster just dumps it out of the zone, and Gwynn has it. Gwynn fires it back in again. Was it deflected off Nunwala there and out of play? 14:26 remaining here in the third period. The Axemen have a 1-0 lead on the St. Mary's Huskies.
Something we've definitely seen a lot of thus far this third period. Smew have been taking the long shots on net. I believe that was Sheehan or McIsaac. I forget which one it was that actually took that long shot on net that got deflected out of bounds. But again, that's something that head coach Trevor Steinberg's probably been telling his team to do more of in this game.
That puck flipped down the ice there as Sheehan touches it, and that'll be an icing call against Acadia as we head back down the rink again. Another face-off in Acadia's zone. But yeah, certainly as you say, Dale, they've been taking a lot of long shots in, and certainly hope that try to get a rebound or maybe even fool Nunweiler, but certainly the way Nunweiler's been playing so far, I don't think he's going to get burned on a shot like that anyways. Quick shot on net there, and Nunweiler decides to squeeze up. Not to take any chances. St. Mary's, though, have managed 6 shots this period so far, as we have 14-11 left. Certainly trying to direct as much shots as they can at Nunweiler.
Yeah, with 6 minutes practically gone in this third period, I think St. Mary's has definitely outplayed Acadia thus far, although Acadia has had a couple key opportunities in front of Mike Weatherby.
And now Moxham has it. Moxham skating down the side. He's got a 2-on-1 with Payton. Moxham, here he comes in. A good play by there as Leskew slid down and cut that pass off. Here's Sim. He tried to take it out front. St. Mary's works it back the other way. Fournier just kind of slapped it up the ice there as it's along the side here. Moxham picks it up. Back for Saucon as that shot down the ice, and it's touched there by Fader for the icing.
I think the Huskies are really nipping at the heels of the Axemen now, as we saw Acadia having to dump the puck. They're called with the icing call. Certainly, Smew coming out a lot more vigorous this third period. I'm sure head coach Trevor Steinberg gave him a pretty good pep talk during that second intermission.
And I think Acadia's concern here, sorry Darryl, Acadia's concern here of just icing it down, and here's St. Louis. St. Louis coming right into the breakaway. Shot, good save by Weatherby there as he squeezed that puck. The net was knocked off there.
Todd Rao a little bit upset with Galacci of St. Mary's, as he thought he was pushed into the net. Definitely don't like to see anything like that. A lot of injuries coming from people that have got thrown into the net, seeing how that's pinned down so tightly with all that crazy glue that is.
I started to say before there, Darryl, as Acadia had a couple icing sequences there, and I think that was what Kevin Dickey is trying to remind them, not to take any chances whatsoever. Not to worry about the nifty play, just to fire it down the ice, get rid of it.
Yeah, definitely. If Acadia sees themselves in any sorts of trouble, you're going to see them icing the puck consistently. I mean, they only have a 1-goal lead, but that's all you need to win a hockey game.
Here comes McKay back the other way, and St. Mary's has a 2-on-1, but Fury manages to catch up to his man. There's a pass across for Steinbeck. And Mercer had him tied up. Now Klassen back the other way for Fuster. Fuster fires it. Weatherby the save. As Galacci picks it up for St. Mary's. Now McKay has it. McKay, Mercer tries to fight off the puck there. As McKay lost his stick. There's a battle on the boards, and referee Bob Best blows it down.
I think head referee Bob Best might have overruled that call there and called an offside call himself, as the linesman was forced out of play by a couple players mucking it up along the boards there.
12:56 to go here in the third period. The Axemen with a 1-0 lead. The winner will face the St. FX X-Men. And as an update earlier from the other game, UNB's leading Moncton 4-2 in the second period. Sheehan dumps it in behind the net. As Acadia manages to get it out of the zone there. Now Fuster picks it up. He dumps it down the ice. Acadia heads off, gets some fresh troops on there. Sheehan coming back the other way. Gives it up for Fournier. He's being hooked there by Sim. Sim doing a good job to prevent him from getting anywheres. Now Saucon just flipped it out there, but Dawson fires it back in. LeBlanc racing after it. Try to pass out front for Fournier. That went right to the goal there as Numweiler covered it. Saw that he could play there as handed it off for O'Leary. Now Saucon. He just fires it down the ice. The skew back, touches it. Icing call against Acadia.
Donovan Nunweiler had to look sharp on that last play, as we saw Martin LeBlanc of St. Mary's, what seemed to have been a shot on net, misguided shot. It was deflected right on net. But luckily for Donovan and his fellow teammates, he managed to keep the puck out of the net. Definitely both goalies have looked very sharp so far this third period, Daryl.
Certainly they've been playing pretty good so far, but here comes Payton as he rolls it in. And apparently he wasn't over the line there as Katie gets called for another icing.
Please watch for the presentation of the All-Sport Player of the Game Award at the conclusion of tonight's
He argued that he was, but of course to no avail.
Will select the All-Sport Player of the Game. Further Union Dividus is pleased
So we get a good shot of St. Mary's bench, as well as Acadia's bench.
Certainly lots of time left for St. Mary's here to tie this game. We've got 11:29 remaining here in the third period. Mercer around the net for Fuster. He puts it up for Hunter. Hunter throws it in deep. Gwynn and Mercer chasing effort to battle for it. Squirts out along the boards as McKay has it now. Okay, nice little move there to get around his man as he puts it up for Hill. Hill drops it off. Steinbeck, there's a shot, good save by Nunweiler. He's had to be sharp there in the backhand. That comes down the other end, and it looks like there's going to be another icing here, Daryl, against Acadia.
And again, Acadia taking no chances. Obviously, head coach Kevin Dickey notified his team that if you find yourself in any trouble whatsoever, just get that puck up and out in a hurry as fast as you can. Obviously, St. Mary's has been really nipping at their heels thus far this third period. And Acadia, again, taking no chances as they dump the puck and get called with icing. Although the sequence of icing calls have been going on for Acadia, they have had numerous opportunities in front of the net.
Played it around behind. As Dawson has an out-centering pass. No Huskies players there. As Hunter picks it up for Rao. Rao slaps it in. As Sheehan picks it up. Sheehan around the boards. Rao tied up his man. St. Louis trying to gain control. Has it now. Puts it in behind. Now McIsaac coming around the boards to St. Mary's. Up for Dawson. St. Mary's manages to get out of the line. Saucon fires it back in again. Here comes McIsaac. Long pass up for Dawson. He just deflects it towards the goal. Nunweiler stopped that easily. Here comes Moxham. Moxham pass across for Sim. Sears run in front of the net, and Weatherby had to be sharp there on that bouncing puck there, Daryl.
Yeah, it seems as though Daryl Moxham and his line mate Mike Sim were just juggling the puck all the way in deep to within St. Mary's zone. And nonetheless, Mike Weatherby saw the play coming and managed to catch the puck while it was in midair.
Certainly not an easy save with the pucks bouncing like that. Sometimes you just never know.
Yeah, it just seemed to be hanging in midair there, but again, Weatherby available to make the stop.
Here's Fader with it for St. Mary's. He just dumps it in. McKay's into chasing. He picks it up. He gets rubbed out by Payton. It's in behind the net. Sleds comes away with it, though. They try to get it out here. They do. O'Leary trying to squirt down the side, but Sim racing after the puck now. Sim with it. He puts a pass across there for Payton, but that was deflected. And now we have an injured player. Looks like Moxham. As he's down on the ice there, and could it be his knee again, Daryl?
Well, we'd hate to think that it was, but there's definitely some sort of hit or play behind the play where his line mates were rushing in. Mike Sim trying to feed that pass over to Chris Payton. But obviously Daryl Moxham's down and he's hurt, as he's being attended to right now by one of the trainers. He's getting up. Seems to be okay, although he is hampering that left knee of his.
If you remember, Daryl, back earlier in the year, a game against Moncton, Moxham got hit at center ice, and I'm not sure if he twisted his knee at the time, but ever since then he's had some problems with his knee.
Daryl Moxham's definitely a tough cookie, and chances are he'll be back out.
9:25 remaining here in the third period. As that's fired around the boards. Here's Mercer. He just throws that in on net. Weatherby stops that and smothers that one up. Shots are 27-23 in favor of Acadia here in the third period. Weatherby doing a good job keeping his team in the game. The St. Mary's is trying to lock things up here.
Also, another interesting note as far as Acadia is concerned, they've been doing a real good job as soon as they hit that red line of dumping the puck deep into Acadia, or into St. Mary's zone rather. And really good efforts by their players of forechecking, coughing up that puck and getting a chance in front of the net.
McIsaac. St. Mary's gets that over the line, but it's shot back in by Payton. Out to the line there's McKay, just kind of flicked it out. The Axeman just throwing it back in again. Back and forth we go here. As Klassen turns and fires it back in. And McIsaac for St. Mary's. A little nifty move there to get away from his checker as Steinbeck, he just rolls it in. Comes around behind the net. Rhoda tried to turn around there, but Dawson knocked it away from him. And Dawson then delivered a hit on Hogue there. So puck comes out to center ice now. Here comes Galacci trying to work on the line. Galacci shot, good save by Nunwala there as he stuck out the pad.
Huge opportunity by Huskers player Galacci as he was going on one-on-one. Made a couple nifty moves, and again, Nunweiler kicked out the pad and made the stop.
Here's a cross for Rao. Rao, the shot. Weatherby the save. So comes in behind for Gwynn. He knocks it around the boards. And the St. Mary's come back the other way. Here's Midgley. Long shot, that's wide of the net. In behind the net now is Murray's trying to grab the loose puck, but Midgley goes after it now. Midgley leaves it for Murray. Murray working around. Trying to center it out front there. And Saukin cut off that pass as he backhands it up in the crowd. 7:29 to go here in the third period. Acadia clinging to a 1-0 lead.
Little souvenir for Acadia fan. Hopefully he wasn't hurt on that play. You see him shaking it off, but nonetheless, he's got a souvenir to go home with. Maybe he'll get an autograph after the game's over.
Face-off won by Acadius. Payton has it. Payton, he just flicks it out over the zone. McIsaac now. Works it up for Hallett. Hallett taking it over the line. Hallett almost had a good move there as he almost got around his sleds. And then Hallett went crashing into the net. As we get the stoppage here.
And again, Hallett of St. Mary's looking to draw another penalty, as he did so in the second period twice. But Jarrett Sleds didn't buy into any of that. Very disciplined play.
Yeah, Hallett almost snuck in there, but Sleds did do a good job of keeping him from getting at the net. So faceoff comes outside Acadia zone in the center ice here. Here's McIsaac with it. McIsaac just dumps it in. Sleds taking no chances. Dumps it down the ice. Mercer's chasing after it. Icing's waved off there. Klassen puts it in behind for Mercer. Mercer's being tied up by Sheen. There was a centering pass there. McIsaac intercepted that pass. And now McKay has it for St. Mary's. Up for Hill. Hill lost control of the puck. Here's Klassen. Klassen comes back the other way for Mercer. Mercer tried to shoot it there. But a good job there as St. Mary's manages to clear it down the ice. Sleds trying to circle away from his man. So he gives it to Payton. Payton just lets it go around the boards there. Pass across. And Sleds just threw his man to the ice there. Hill. As Acadia comes back the other way. Here's Rao. He's got a 2-on-1 with Broda. Rao coming down the side. The shot. Good save by Weatherby. And again, Darryl Weatherby coming up with a big save.
Yeah, we saw Rao and Broda breaking out of their end there with a 2-on-1. And St. Mary's defenseman, I believe it was Galacci, did a good job taking the second player out of the play. And Rao took that shot on net. And again, Mike Weatherby stood tall and made the save. As we see Todd Rao heading off to the bench. Former captain of the Halifax Mooseheads.
Six minutes to go here in the third period. Acadia holding on to a 1-0 lead. As Fuster has it now. He throws it up for Broda. Broda, he just pokes it in over the line. Picked up by Gwynn. So comes around the other side for Fader. Long pass up for Dawson. Dawson trying to work his way around Fuster. Dawson throws it across the crease there. But Kennedy was tied up, and St. Louis comes back the other way. St. Louis taking it around the side, backhander. That was wide of the net. Saucon, here's a shot. That bounced off a couple players there as Weatherby had to be alert on that one. He covered that one up. Shots 30-24 in favor of Acadia here in the third period. 5:22 to go.
Some people might tend to wonder if Mike Weatherby's beginning to get a little bit weary and tired as his game has progressed. He's been pretty busy thus far, having 30 shots on net. And a number of opportunities for Acadia where he's had to look exceptionally sharp.
McIsaac has it now for St. Mary's. So he puts it up for McKay. That hopped over his stick. It's out in the center ice as it comes back into Acadia's zone. Sim has it now. Sim just dumps it in, trying to kill some more time. Sleds. Pass across for O'Leary. O'Leary, there's a nice little move, but he couldn't maintain his footing there as he fell down. And here's a play up for Murray. Murray's got a one-on-one with Peyton. Murray kind of waited for some help but decided to shoot. So that was wide of the net. Now LeBlanc has it. Pass across for Galassi. Here's a shot. That's wide of the net. Now LeBlanc back to the point for Gwynn. Another shot. Good block there by Mercer. As it comes back out for Gwynn again. Tease it. That didn't make it through. Acadia relieved with some pressure there as they work it back the other way. Here's Klassen. Circle in and around the net. Bryce Klassen centers it. But that puck there, as a lot of fans disagree, came out over the line and they get called for the ice offside.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure myself on that play there, as I had a pretty good look at it. Seemed as though Neil Fuster kept it onside.
Certainly a close call.
As we see Jeff Mercer heading off to the bench. Made a big defensive play for his team there as he slid across, blocking one of St. Mary's point shots.
Right now we got some fans right behind the St. Mary's bench, kind of giving them some heckling there. 4:04 remaining here in the third period. It's dumped in and Hogue has it now. Hogue down the sides, tried to center it there. Sitting on the back of the net. As we get the whistle. As a face-off will take place at the right of Weatherby. Now, certainly Darryl there. St. Mary's put on a lot of pressure there in that couple of shifts.
Absolutely. They had the puck deep within Acadia's zone, and they seem to be moving the puck around quite well. But a number of Acadia's forwards, like Jeff Mercer, were coming up big with defensive plays, like blocking the shots from the point.
Sheehan for St. Mary's. Up for Steinbach. Steinbach, that pass was cut off by St. Mary's as he did a good job there, picking that out of the air. He sends it in behind. Acadia now playing in the defensive position, leaving one forward high. So they don't want to allow St. Mary's any chance at all. And here comes Broda. He's all by himself, though, as he fires that one in on goal. Broda just trying to tie it up along the boards there, eat up some more time. As it comes around the other side, Sheehan tried to put that out as it managed to get it over the line. Here's Sim. Then O'Leary, right in front there. There's a good chance. Good save by Weatherby. Mocks him. Tried to find his man, and now Midsley. Nice little backhand pass there for McIsaac. Across for Murray. Murray, the shot. Good save by Nunweiler. Right in front. As the player was knocked down, now LeBlanc puts a pass across. as St. Mary's trying to work it in now. There was Galacci. He lost it. So it comes out over the line. Murray now. He just dumps it in. Peyton will pick it up here. Acadia trying to close things out here. We got 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to go here in the third period. Here comes Klassen. He throws that in on goal. Weatherby steers that away. Now Steinbeck for St. Mary's. Bringing it up for Galacci. He just dumps it in. Fuster gloved that down. She just sends it back up the other way. And it looks as if Weatherby seems to be a little bit hurt there, Daryl. I'm not sure what happened.
I think Mike Weatherby is really hampering that left leg of his. It'd be interesting to see if Acadia has noticed or not. I think something good that they might want to try to do is take a low shot on him.
This play continues here. Hogue has it. Taking it over the line. Russell Hogue being checked there. Still trying to fight off his man. Hogue still with it. The Sheehan's doing Adam a mug there, and the fans really want a penalty. Finally, Bob Best decides to blow that down, and 1:10 to go here in the third period. Acadia clinging to a 1-0 lead. The winner will go on to play the St. FX X-Men in this AUAA semifinal.
Yeah, with only 1:10 left to go, it'll be interesting to see if St. Mary's calls a timeout here. As we see Mike Weatherby stretching out that left leg of his. Not quite sure what happened to him, but he was hampering it. I'm not quite sure if Acadia noticed or not.
St. Mary's calls a timeout here, and certainly this will rest their players and give Weatherby a chance to recuperate a little bit anyways.
And I think a big thing here that head coach Trevor Steinberg is telling his Huskies is win that face-off and have that wide man streaking up the wing for the long pass. Try to get out of their zone as fast as possible so they can pull the goalie and get that sixth attacker out there, as they're still down 1-0 with 1:10 left to go in this third period.
Fans got the noisemakers out there. Right behind the St. Mary's bench.
So I believe, Daryl, the dramatics are about to begin. The last 2 minutes of any game that's being led by any team that's like by 1 goal or 2 goals always proves to be the most interesting part of the game, as you'll probably see St. Mary's pull their goalie and put out that sixth man.
But as you say, Daryl, every face-off now is important. St. Mary's would certainly like to win this draw here, but they don't. It comes back to Peyton. He throws it in down low. As Klassen picks it up now for Acadia.
Last minute of play in the period.
1 minute to go here in the third period. St. Mary's trying to tie it, but they're still having trouble getting out of their own zone. It's battle along the boards there. So it was kicked loose. Still fighting for it, and the fans are really cheering them on now as Acadia's doing a great job of forechecking. McKay coming back the other way. Weatherby heads to the bench. As Fuster has it now, he dumps it out of the zone. It's all hands on deck now as St. Mary's pressing to tie this game. Steinbeck, he just throws it in. Midsley, it's in behind him as Fuster has it now, 20 seconds. It gets outside the zone. McIsaac has it now. He throws it back the other way. Here comes Dawson, taking it over the line. Klassen, he just flicks it out, 8 seconds to go. McIsaac, one last chance. He throws it in on goal. Fuster takes it in behind the net, and the Acadia Axemen are on their way to the AUAA semifinals.
And all reason for Acadia to celebrate, as they played an excellent game, as did St. Mary's. And definitely 2 out of the 3 stars are going to go to both goaltenders from either team. As Mike Weatherby respectively stopped 32 shots, and Donovan Nunweiler stopped 26. So as we said at the beginning of the game, it probably would come down to who's the better goaltender. As you see the players shaking hands.
Certainly a good all-around series. As they just announced there that Nunweiler gets the star of the game. But a dejected St. Mary's team who worked hard all year.
Well, definitely, Daryl. It's a tough game to lose. I mean, they played the first 2 periods what seemed to be very, very flat, in my opinion. Relying on the goaltending of Mike Weatherby.
And certainly St. Mary's can hang their heads there. They played a good game. Weatherby had a great series, and it's unfortunate that he only let in the 1 goal. He made 31 saves tonight. But the Acadia fans here cheering their team as they head on to the next series against St. FX. And St. FX is going to be a tough team to beat on the road there, Daryl.
Absolutely. Although they managed to beat St. FX last weekend, it should prove to be a very